So Ahsoka episode 8 has finally aired. I'm here to talk about the ending, do a sort of ending explained, and just talk about little bits, Easter eggs, that kind of thing. So if you haven't watched the series yet and you don't want spoilers, this isn't the video for you. But if you're here to talk about spoilers, go wild in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on some of those bits that they kind of revealed as to what's going to happen, or also what it means to the balance of the Force and the characters on the planet they're currently on, where Ezra is, all of that. Let's jump in. So I wanted to talk about Ahsoka first, just because that's a really good place to start, because the series is called Ahsoka. And actually her transformation with her robes. Now Dave Filoni, who is the series writer, is a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. And one of the parts he's said to love is when you get the transformation of Gandalf, going from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White.
Gandalf? Yes. That was what they used to call me. Gandalf the Grey. That was my name. Gandalf. I am Gandalf the White.
Clear homage here with Ahsoka's robes now being, I guess she kind of resurrected in the Force, and she had some training with Anakin, and she comes back wearing those white robes. We also have the two locations in the final bits of The Lord of the Rings, the Battle of Middle-earth, and where Frodo and Sam are trying to destroy the ring in Mordor. Here we have the similar thing where the Force is probably, or what happens with the balance of the Force is probably going to be decided on Peridith, and where Ezra now is hoping that he's going to be joining the rebels, as we've seen at the end there, and help fight Admiral Thrawn. And continuing on the looks of characters, we've seen Hayden Christensen's Anakin throughout Ahsoka, but with his reflection there at the end and the way he looks. There was a short story, I think it was by Mike Chen, that's right, that from the Brotherhood, from a certain point of view, if you can remember a certain Obi-Wan, from a certain point of view.
Technically, it's true. From a certain point of view. Point of view?
Because as Anakin died, or Darth Vader died, he finally learned the lesson he needed to learn in life, and to let go of things, and this is the Force's way of showing him to have redemption. It was nice to see that silhouette of that particular robes that he had in that silhouette style. If you watch the Clone Wars, you'll know of the original, well, what they just suggested was the original battle for light and dark on Peridea. And this is where we see Balin also suggest that he's got something to do. Now, even though he's not dead at the end of this series, they may have to replace the actor or have something happen to him in the Force, because obviously he passed away, and that was obviously very sad. Love the actor, but it'll be interesting to see what they do with his character, because he had his own massive journey, sort of Padawan apprentice. They're not really Sith.
We are no Jedi.
But they both have fallen from, well, she was trained by him, but Balin was trained by the Jedi, and obviously we now have a different path. So Balin is standing on the Mortis Guards, the father, the son, and the daughter, and these were said to have been lost during the Clone Wars, representing unbalance in the Force. And this is nice linked to the Night Sisters, where the Night Sisters have always resembled that of the Sun. And so we're getting the connections here. One of the best parts, I think, is when we finally see Ahsoka, Ezra, and Sabine fight together with their newly rebuilt lightsabers. We have a little bit of information about the fact that David Tennant's character, his android character, has trained even Ezra's master, which I thought was a nice little tie-in to all the worlds there. But seeing them fight together...
Beam! Blasters!
And seeing Sabine finally unlock her Force powers, I think, was probably my favorite moment. Also seeing the zombie stormtroopers using the Night Sisters' powers. seeing our main Nine Sister get established in her dark power, being given that sword, literally drawn out, able to withstand all of the effects of a lightsaber, even destroying one of Ahsoka's lightsabers. I thought that was a great moment. So Elizabeth gets transformed with a new power and was granted the Blade of Talzin. This was the same blade that was summoned and wielded by Mother Talzin in the Clone Wars animated series when she dueled Jedi Master Mace Windu. So where we leave them off at the ending is Ezra now with the rebels, saying that he's home, and that was a nice reunion. And now we have Ahsoka and Sabine as master and apprentice. Again, we have the reflection, almost Sith-like characters with another master and apprentice, but they're off on their separate paths. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that, but it's definitely going to be, because of their locations, going to be messing with the balance of the Force. Will the prophecy actually come to realization here in Ahsoka Season 2? Seems to be fixing a number of issues that we've had in the past. And I really hope that we don't have to wait too long for Ahsoka Season 2, because bringing the balance of the Force, where the Force originates from, potentially having those characters either have redemption or fallen. It'll be interesting to see how Ezra then manages to take on Thrawn, and what Thrawn is going to get up to in the time.
Show me the reported location of the attack. Assuming the Jedi ship is downed, which is why we should prepare for a ground assault.
Our characters need to go on journeys of their own, perhaps learn a few more tricks in the Force, and then try and find a way home to Ezra. It'll be interesting to see how they mimic what's gone on before and actually fix the issues of the past.
On your efforts today, you've been quite a worthy opponent.
Can you not get me any more power?
I know you, because I knew your master.
I like the mention of Ahsoka as being the Ronin Jedi, although that she's no longer Ronin because she does have an apprentice. But, you know, she is the kind of only Jedi that's out there that hasn't fallen to the dark side. So it'll be interesting, again, to see what they do with that. Let me know your thoughts below. Did you catch any other Easter eggs? I think there's a lot to be had in there. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.